The Grenfell Tower fire of 2017 saw the UK experience the greatest loss of life in a residential fire since World War II. This brought questions about the fire safety of UK cities to the forefront of people's minds, such as, do London residents face a significant likelihood of death or injury from fires? Between 2009 and 2020, the London Fire Brigade responded to over 260,000 fires that resulted in over 14,000 injuries and 647 fatalities. Data from all these incidents is recorded in the LFB incident database and presents an opportunity to gain valuable insights into the fire risks faced by Londoners. Fire risk is a combination of the likelihood of a fire occurring and the severity of said fire. Thus, reducing fire risk involves reducing the number of fires that occur each year, as well as the harm caused by each fire. The two elements of risk are part of how safety is implemented in a building via the layers of fire protection. These are prevention, which aims to avoid ignition in the first place; detection, which works by sensing the fire early and sounding the alarm; evacuation, which involves occupants safely exiting the path of fire and smoke; compartmentation, which works to restrict the fire growth by containing it; suppression, which works to extinguish the fire; and structural resistance, which aims to ensure the building doesn't collapse in the event of a fire. Assessing the fire risk to Londoners and how it varies over time and with different dwelling types showed the safety in London to have improved substantially since 2009, with the exception of 2017. The number of fires each year has been steadily decreasing despite a constant increase in the number of buildings and the number of people in London, at an average decrease of 49% fewer fires per person per year. The number and probability of injuries and fatalities has also decreased, with the number of injuries per million Londoners approximately halving over the time period, and the probability of a fatal dwelling fire in London decreasing from approximately 1 in 70,000 in 2009 to 1 in 113,000 in 2019. Injuries and fatalities have also decreased across all dwelling property types. However, the decrease has been slowest for flats with 10 or more stories. Once a fire has started, it is less likely to cause an injury in a flat with 10 or more stories compared to other dwelling types, but more likely to cause a fatality. Catastrophic fires with more than 5 fatalities are very rare in London, with only 3 such fires occurring over the 12 years investigated. These 3 catastrophic fires had multiple breaches of the layers of protection. In contrast, there were no fatalities in any fire when all the layers of protection worked well, hence supporting the concept of safety via multiple layers, and that when they are breached, the fire risk grows significantly. The general falling trends in number and severity of fires, and hence fire risk, thus suggest there have been improvements over time in different layers of fire protection. Overall, the fire risk to Londoners is low, and the lowest since 2009, a trend that will hopefully continue.